Before time, before existence, there was nothing, except a single, silent sphere of matter. It drifted in the void, exuding a slow pulse of energy. For untold eons, that energy coalesced until, from the stillness, something new emerged. An entity of pure presence. It had only time, and with time, its thoughts fell to boredom, until it bent its existence into motion and birthed creation. This being would come to be known as Eldritch. Eldritch did not shape or destroy, not directly. It existed until its mind couldn't bear the bleakness of loneliness, and from this emotion, something stirred within its void. From the veil of nothingness, two more entities awakened. The first shone with a brilliance that banished all darkness. Its very presence brought light where none had existed before. It became known as Ravi, the bringer of light. The second was more slender, yet where it moved, the light was consumed, swallowed into an abyss of shadow. This was Lady Luna, the mistress of night. Together, these twin forces manipulated the empty plane, weaving an ocean of shadow punctuated by bursts of radiant light. It was a raw and untamed existence, a swirling balance of contrast, and in this newfound chaos, the fabric of reality began to take form. The state of being they created was named Equinox. Time was meaningless in Equinox, and Eldritch simply watched, lost in contemplation. But Ravi and Luna explored, grew, and learned. As they wandered their self-made realm, they discovered something powerful: love. From their union of mind, new entities came into being. Unlike their predecessors, these children had distinct forms and influences, each bringing something new to Equinox. The first was vast and unyielding, its forms solid and unshaken. Its presence gave birth to great stone bodies drifting in the abyss. It was terror, the foundation of all solid things. Then came Ignis, a being of searing light and ceaseless hunger. Flames erupted at its presence, igniting the darkness into brilliant stars, bathing the void in ever-shifting glow. Some of these new lights collapsed in upon themselves, while others burned endlessly, illuminating the celestial expanse. In time, two more emerged. One was light and swift, carried by unseen forces, drifting effortlessly among the stars. Ea. The other was fluid and without form, cascading over everything in its path. Aqua. With their arrival, the stone bodies of terror were encased in shrouds of sky, cloaked in mist, or submerged beneath rolling seas. The void was no longer empty. It was alive with motion. Yet still, something was missing. Concerned by these changes, Ravi and Luna sought out Eldritch for answers. Had they truly created these children, or was some unseen force at play? Eldritch did not answer at first. It only watched. Then, after a long pause, it made a simple request. Create together once more. Ravi and Luna hesitated, but obeyed. This time, when their powers intertwined, an explosion of energy erupted from the void. Springing from the chaos, two new beings emerged. twins, neither light nor dark, but something in between manifested. One emanated stability, shaping the stars and planets into harmonious orbits. This was Ordo, the force of order. The other was wild and unpredictable, unraveling patterns and inviting entropy. This was Perditio, the force of chaos. Though they were twins, their influence was only truly seen when they acted apart. Together, they cancelled each other out. Separate, they moulded the very fabric of existence. After a time of acclimation, the 6 newborn had grown restless. Inspired by their own creation, they longed to create something truly alive. Yet, try as they might, they could not succeed alone. It was only when Terra and Aqua worked in harmony that they formed something new, a single crimson droplet. It did not think, it did not speak, not at first, but its mere presence stirred the world. As it touched the barren lands and still waters of Terra, something new emerged. Life. Tiny creatures, simple and fragile, began to appear, shaping the landscapes of the celestial bodies. In awe of their success, the newborn continued to create, each adding their own influence to these new, living things. They worked tirelessly, spreading creation throughout the vast expanse, until they had unknowingly drawn the attention of the one who had watched all along. Eldritch had been silent for ages, content as an observer. But now, seeing the vast complexity and the chaos that had unfolded, it acted for the first time. With a single decree, it wove a barrier, separating the children and their countless creations from the endless void beyond. The world they had shaped, the one place where all their efforts had converged, would be the last of its kind. Its name would be Patria. And here, creation would continue, focused and concentrated. The 6 firstborn, now separated from the celestial expanse of Equinox, turned their attention to their new home. Here, on Patria, their creations flourished, evolving beyond even their own understanding. Animals, monsters, humanoid beings all began to wander the world of Patria, their small lives becoming incalculably complex and fascinating to the firstborn. How would these creatures evolve, grow, and affect the world they were born into? Would they be its downfall? Or would they cease their infighting and empower themselves to greater heights? The firstborn were intent to find out. But what had become of the firstborn in this evolutionary race? Collectively, they named themselves the Primals and bent their attention to Patria, but where are they now? And how do Ravi and Luna exert their presence in the world of Patria? Some say they faded, becoming one with the world they had helped to shape. Others believe they still walk among their creations, watching, waiting, shaping the course of history from the shadows. As for Eldritch, the first being, the great observer, was its exile truly self-imposed? Or does it watch still, beyond the veil of space and time, waiting for the moment to return? Patria's story is just beginning, and its aspects are far from finished. Thank you for watching. This is the start of a new series focused on the world building of Patria. Leave a comment if you so desire, asking questions or displaying your intrigues to how this world works, and I will attempt to explain in future videos. Thank you for your time.